Another day, another workout. Today we're doing chest and back. We're gonna do some compound exercises. So, push up with rows, and then a power clean with a press. After those two combo exercises, we're gonna move on to kettlebell swings and kneeling squeeze presses for the chest. And then finally, we'll end it off with some inverted pull-ups with the bar, and then some bench presses. Nice and classic. See if we can overload those weights. We're gonna start with push-ups and rows because that is the most difficult one to control the weight because it's just your body weight. You can adjust it, but with that said, let's get started. So with the push-up row, we're gonna have wide legs on these rows. Our hips, we're gonna do 1, 2, and then another push-up. 1, 2, push-up. This isn't just chest and back. This is working a lot of other muscles. Depending on which is your stronger, push-ups or chest, you may have to adjust this exercise so that you can finish it off. Whew. All right. A little farther up. And now, power clean press. So we'll go into a squatting position, lift up, and then push up into that press. Oh. All right. I think for me, actually I've reduced the weight a little bit. You do you. During this time, you can take a little break, a little bit of water. Personally for me, I might need to change some music. This is just awful. All right, a little bit better. Double check. Still good. All right. This one right here. And for these breaks, take as much time as you need. Okay. When you're ready, and also shift these down real quick. Mostly because I'd rather have a better form than having a less controlled form. Fortunately, it won't hit my rows as much, but it'll help with my abductors, because they're not quite strong enough to lift that weight in this position. It's a lot of core work in this. But one thing you can do is you can really concentrate on pinching that back when you get up. Whew. Alright, let's finish just with a couple of rows. Awesome. Take a second before you start doing those cleans. Feet, shoulder, hip width apart. Arms, shoulder width. Power from the squat. Control it on the way down. One more. Yep. Oh, man, those two exercises together are so great. Take a break. We're going to do 2 more sets of these, and then we'll move on to those kettlebell swings and those kneeling presses. Now, I've already got my weights set up, but if you want to take this time to set up your weights, probably going to wait another 30 seconds before I get started on this next set or rep set. All right, when you're ready, wide stance, down, up, up, whew. couple push-ups if you got the energy. Oh. Alright, take just a minute breather. These are going to be the hardest exercises for this session. All the other ones you can more or less adjust to be even easier or more difficult if you need them. Okay. Other people with powerlift cleans, rather than going from a full squat, they kind of do a Romanian deadlift. Alright, one more set. It's nice with both of these exercises. There's some core muscles that are being worked, which you've worked in the past, especially if you've done any of my previous workouts. But then there's a lot of extra ones that I haven't even focused on yet. Every time you pull that barbell up, you're activating your side obliques. The stability in your hip flexors. And with this, the just sheer amount of power to push it off. It's really fun to experiment with different exercises and try and get a better sense of how your body works and how those muscles move together. You can't focus on every single muscle every single day, but you can really try and hit them. One exercise that one area, one muscle that I'm not reaching yet are the lower quads, only because I don't have an exercise of stability. So for instance, one way that you could do that is, and I can't even do it yet because I'm not strong enough, but it's this lifting exercise, your entire body weight with somebody supporting it. Anyways, we're not here for leg day. We're here for chest, back, biceps, arms, shoulders, everything today. It seems like abs. Ugh. Haven't seen me do an ab video yet. I don't like them. All right, let's do this set. Last set. Really gets my hip flexors. clean presses. And 3, 2, 1. One thing you want to make sure you do, and I just noticed myself doing it, is keeping your shoulders tucked underneath as you raise rather than flaring out. Let's see if I can do 2 more. 2 more. Oh, feels good. Doesn't it feel good? Oh. Okay. Put those weights away. Let's get ready for the next set. So just as a reminder, we'll be doing kettlebell swings and then a kneeling squeeze press. So you'll want to have a single weight, or even what I have here is a kettlebell. We'll squish them, keep that pressure on it tight as you go up and forward. And we'll be doing that in either a kneeling or a standing position if you'd like. You can also do it in a seated position, like so. And if you really don't want to do it at all standing or sitting, you can do the same exercise just on the ground, as it's so tight it won't even let your shoulders touch. You go that way, you go that way. Well, I wouldn't recommend it. You don't want it to fall on your head. So that's another alternative. And then kettlebell swings. That should be self-explanatory. But if you're not sure, lifting the kettlebell, feet about shoulder width apart, bending at the knees, and pulsing up, using that momentum of your hips, your straightening of your legs, to provide momentum forward, and to control it with your upper back, lower back, shoulders, and your arm muscles in general. We'll take another 30 seconds, and then we'll get into it. These two exercises will be wildly different in how many reps you can perform. Kettlebell swings, of course, perform a lot more. I really want you to focus on tightening your back as you get to the top, rather than just keeping it nice and loose. I want you to focus a little bit more, or if you really feel like it, you can go all the way up. I'll probably do a variation of the two. And then for these, it's really how long you can handle it. And one way that you can tell if you're doing the exercise right with the squeeze is If this feels easy, you're not squeezing hard enough. It's about pushing those muscles all together, which will then tighten the pectorals and also some of the rear, back, and shoulder muscles as well. So, with that said, let's get ready for some kettlebell swings. All right. Whew. Those upper ones have a lot more power coming up and down. Whew. All right. Next. Again, I'm going to start with a 20-pound. I'm going to transition to a 10-pound quite quickly. So back straight, core strong, squeezing, and up. Now, 10 down. One more. Oh, that one really works those interior pectoral muscles because you're squeezing and condensing them so much. It's such a good workout to build those up if you don't have a fly system or a squeeze system at home. Whew, I was getting a little sweaty in the glasses. Take a little break, do it all over again. Because these ones are a little bit lighter exercises, I'm going to do them in quicker succession than the other ones. And you can see I'm pulling back on that kettlebell almost as if it's a skull crusher in a sense. Again, really try to engage those back muscles while you do it. I'm gonna go straight in with the 10-pound. 20-pound is nice, but it doesn't get that same amount of squeeze. I think if I were to use a kettlebell, I'd do it laying down. So try and do these first. Again, if you're not pressing enough, you'll notice it because you feel a lot more in your shoulders rather than your chest. Whew. Yeah. Let's just see what this is like. And then you can do it with whatever weight you have. But close. Yeah, over top. Whew. Awesome. All right. Over here, how do you come up with a workout plan? Well, I think the first thing to do when you start exercising is to recognize that you're a beginner and start with things that are easy for you so that you don't give up right away. After that, you can start to look at what exercises target specific muscles, maybe follow certain workout regimen, whether it's 3 times a week, full body, or whether it's chest, back, legs, and arm day, and find out what works best for you. Push pull, those are other exercise workouts. And then from there, it's just looking up more and unique ones, looking up the ones that might not be activating all the muscles. And I guarantee you, if you start looking this stuff up online, you'll start seeing it in your news feed and you'll start seeing it in your YouTube feeds. And so really the best way to start working out is to first do a week or 2 of light exercise to get your body feeling comfortable with it. And then looking at stuff online, because that online meta commentary, that online social media hit will start to shift into exercise centric things. All right, let's do another set of kettlebell swings. Ooh. Set of those. I also highly recommend when you're starting out, switch your diet to make sure that it has a lot of protein in it. I mean, a lot. The more protein you have, I think the quicker your muscles will develop and build. You can supplement that with L-arginine pills, creatine, and you'll see maybe not as much of a decrease to your weight as you'd hope, but definitely an increase to your muscle density. Feels great. All right, take a short break. Quick water refill. All right. Last set of kettlebell swings and squeezes. All right. Feet a little bit too far apart. There we go. All right. Put that away. Whew. Last one. Really pump it. Oh man, that feels so good. I don't know why. Something about getting that inner pectoral muscle to flex. Not many exercises that do it better than this. One more. Excellent. All right, we got 2 more exercises to do. That being inverted pull-ups or hidden bench presses. Now, if you don't have a pull-up bar or an inverted pull-up bar, because you can do full pull-ups if you'd like, you can do almost like reverse push-ups, where you focus on your back, use your elbows to lift yourself up. That is another excellent way to squeeze those back lateral muscles. I'm going to use the bar. Over here with the bench press. I'm just going to do a standard bench press because we've already kind of did an inverted bench press with those squeezes. And I'm going to use dumbbells. I'm going to start with very light weight for what I think I can do, mostly because I've done quite a bit already. So. Last chance to take a bit of water before we get into these workouts. Now with these inverted rows, the harder your legs are out and the straighter they are, the more effective it'll be. I'm going to try to keep mine at this point. Do a final squeeze at the top on what you think is going to be your last one, because it probably will be. And bench press. I'm going to be doing a wider bench press with the dumbbells, flaring my elbows out a little bit. Or you could in turn just keep them straight. You can use a barbell if you want, or you can keep those elbows really close to the body. I like that wide because I haven't really stretched those pecs yet in that direction. Another great alternative to this, if you don't have heavy enough weights, is something like a fly, or not something, a fly. Where you take smaller weights and bring them together. And that'll again kind of do the same thing as that squeeze, working the pecs from the outside in. I'm going to add some extra weight. Okay. Let's try and get this under 50 minutes. I did not think I'd be exercising for that long today. But sometimes you have more time. Sometimes you have less. Sometimes you talk too much. Sometimes just feel like you can go for longer. add some more weight. That's the beauty with starting light. Okay. 2 more sets. We're almost done. Okay. You got this. I got this. We got this. Whew. Now we're feeling it. All right. Last set. We're good to go. So I get under 50. Let's try and get it under 50. One more. Excellent. Last workout, last reps, last exercise. Make it count. that was a weird sound. That is just back and pretty much everything else day. If you like basic videos like this, be sure to like and subscribe. I post a workout daily, whether it is cardio or strength training or even some sort of resistance training. So with that said, thanks for staying with me, and I'll see you tomorrow.